What? When do I get a horn?
You don't want to know. And you don't want one anyway. Not after what happened to Sombra.
Wait, Sombra was an Alicorn?
Well, I have a theory that says so.
You have a theory? This should be good.
Fuck you. Anyway, let's look at how Sombra has been portrayed in the show's canon. He's shown to be a powerful unicorn with an affinity for dark or Alicorn magic, as well as assumed ability to use light magic to get that little staircase of his. He also has incredible regeneration properties and the ability to manipulate crystals. Unless his special talent is magic, just an ordinary unicorn could manage that.
Okay, but how does that make him an Alicorn?
First is his ability to use dark magic, which is later shown to be uncannily similar to Alicorn magic, as well as the most notable feature of the Alicorn race, having both horns and wings.
Sombra only has a horn.
Bear with me here. What if Sombra was an Alicorn and in charge of the Crystal Empire before the two princes showed up? They proved themselves to be extraordinarily powerful, and he feels threatened. He then turns to dark magic as a way to bolster his strength in an effort to match the growing threat in the south. With this dark magic, he confronts the princesses, tells them to hightail it back to whence they came, and in return, they strip him of his wings for using dark magic. Ashamed, he dons a cloak to cover his bare shoulders and returns to the Crystal Empire.
Okay, but why would the writing team make a character as an Alicorn fallen from glory?
Okay, in an interview, Megan McCarthy stated that Sombra was based off one of my personal favourite villains, Sauron from Tolkien's masterpieces. This is shown through Sombra's dark attire and affinity for dark magic. However, this is a two-way street, and helps improve my point. In the lore of Middle-earth and the Undying Lands, Sauron is a member of a race known as the Maya, powerful beings which were often in service of a Valar. Deity-like beings that had their own lore, which I won't go into in an effort to save you the tedium of suffering through it. The point is that Sauron is incredibly powerful, so if Sombra was based off Sauron, why downgrade his power from Alicorn levels to unicorn levels? If Sauron found a way into Equestria, he certainly wouldn't stoop to being a lesser unicorn. He would definitely be an Alicorn.
An Alicorn princess?
Do you want to be thrown into the deepest dungeon of Barad-dûr, and then tortured within an inch of your life, thrown back in the dungeon, tortured again, so on and so forth?
Okay, fine. But it would have been cooler if Sombra lost his wings in battle.
Meh, whatever. There's also a certain Alicorn amulet, which practically screams Sombra with its black and red coloured metal, very similar to Sombra's armour in colour and style.
So?
What did the amulet do to Trixie?
Turn her evil?
Right. And what artifact in a certain universe belongs to a power-hungry demigod with a penchant for black metal armour and world domination?
Oh, I know this one! The Darth Vader's lightsaber?
No! Ashnaz the Bataluk, Ashnaz Gimbatul, Ashnaz Srikataluk, Adburzum Ishi Krimpatul.
Speak equestrian.
The One Ring! The One Ring of Sauron!
Oh, right.
Both artifacts corrupt their wearer and often can only be removed from the wearer by the wearer. In the case of the Alicorn amulet, Trixie had to remove it herself. In The Lord of the Rings, you had to be a Nazgul or be fully aware of the ring's properties, like Gollum, in order to find a ring bearer while he was wearing the ring.
Okay, but how does this relate to Sombra being an Alicorn?
Time for another lore trick. In Middle-earth, 20 rings of power were forged. 3 rings for the Elven Kings under the sky, 7 for the Dwarf Lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. The 19 lesser rings were forged by the elven smith Celebrimbor with the aid of Sauron, as he attempted to gain dominance over all the peoples of Middle-earth. To gain said dominance, Sauron determined that a great deal of malice and power would be required, all of which he provided himself, effectively storing part of his being into the ring, tying his fate to it. If Sombra was anything like Sauron, he would have had access to similar amounts of power and malice, and therefore be one of the few suited to actually forging the amulet. the other being Tirek, but he doesn't seem the type to corrupt others through their own greed, rather he uses their personality against them. But that's another story altogether. A unicorn, with the exception of Twilight, would not have the power necessary to give the amulet its full power. However, if Sombra was an Alicorn, that would give him access to enough power to create amulet.
However,
You fell asleep again? I actually understand that.
I'm sorry, were you talking at me?
Yeah, what a pointless effort it was. Also, before you viewers start giving me flack for getting some obscure part of Lord of the Rings lore wrong, I've only read the main series twice, and I've only read the Silmarillion once, and The Hobbit a few times, so I'm bound to get something wrong.
Wait, we were talking about Lord of the Rings? I thought this was a pony video.
Anyway, this was our theory on Sombra being an Alicorn, and we hope to see you all next time. See you later, everybody.